you don't really know what's going to happen.
We want to make sure that everyone can be chasing that American dream.
Sometimes the only way to succeed is just to not give up. Now they know
The other side.
All right, well, today we have a wonderful, wonderful hour or so ahead of us. Because we have Miss Hailey Parker with us today on the other side with Mike and Nathan. Hey! Woohoo! All right. Well, welcome. It's so good to have you here today. It's so fun. Okay, so we're looking to learn all things Hailey. All the incredible things that you've done, and also all the shit that you had to go through to get there, because nobody gets to the top unscathed, right? It just doesn't happen. So why don't you just introduce yourself to everybody, and let's just start back at like as far back as you'd like to go.
Okay.
And let's learn about you.
Okay, awesome. Well, like you said, my name's Hailey Parker. I am a real estate agent, and I've been licensed for a little over 9 years. We're going on our 10th year, so we're very excited about this. And it's been my full-time job forever. I haven't ever done like anything side by side, which is definitely scary when you're first getting licensed and you don't have any other income. And they say to have a 6-month savings account, but you literally are like always negative $3 in your bank account.
Like, it's a good thing called credit cards.
Yeah, well, actually, I didn't have some at that point, but then I got one for the first time, and it was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Anyways, so how far back do I want to start? Because I could go back real far.
Well, what did you do before real estate? How's that? You said real estate's what you've been doing full time, but what about before that? What got you in it?
Yeah, so I was a server at, am I allowed to say the name?
Of course. You can literally say whatever you want.
At the Dirty Bird.
There we go.
How do I know?
That's my kid's favorite restaurant.
Where is that?
Red Robin, baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
yum.
Yeah,
all I know,
the Dirty Bird.
Okay, the Dirty Bird.
Yep. And I just remember thinking when I was there all the time that like people get stuck in the service industry so easy because it's like quick money. You just go in there, you make like $300, you get out. And that was like terrifying to me because I like always knew that I wanted like a lot of money and a really big life. And I saw people that were like 40, 50, 60 years old still working there. And I'm like, there's no way I can do this forever. What am I going to do? And I was 19 at the time. So I saved up all of my tips for a full year and bought my first house when I was 19.
Wow.
Damn. That's toast right there.
Wow.
Thank you.
Of course she claimed all those tips and paid taxes. Bullshit.
And then after I was done, I was like, do you guys know who Brian Goldman is?
Yeah, I love him.
Okay, yeah.
He's in my fantasy football league. He gave me the name Big Brown Money Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How'd you do?
I didn't come in last. That's all that matters.
But it was also his name on his what would you call it?
Freaking during COVID or whatever, you know how we all switched to Zoom?
Yeah, that was his name on Zoom, Big Brown Money Man.
The last time I ever used Zoom was on our fantasy football draft, and I put on Big Brown Money Man to chime in and stuff. So my very first Zoom meeting ever outside of fantasy football was during COVID, during our financial stuff. And I logged on at the very end of the meeting. The lady's like, hey, everything's great. Yeah, send over the paperwork. Just out of curiosity, like, why is your name Big Brown Money Man? Huh? And I was like, the fuck? Oh my God! I looked down there. I was like, shit. The whole time she didn't say anything. It's like you had a conversation the whole time with something in your teeth, and she didn't say anything.
And you start playing your baby making music at the end of it.
He's like, this is a little band called Cisco.
Yes.
All right, so
Sorry,
Brian Goldman.
Brian Goldman. We know him. We
You're
love
learning
him.
how this is gonna go. Okay, we'll try and stay on track.
No,
Brian
you're
Goldman.
fine. Yep. He sold me my first house, and afterwards I was like, that dude like didn't do anything. And he made a lot of fucking money.
I should have waited. Oh shit.
Like, I'm aware of him.
I mean, he's alright.
Come to find out, obviously that's not true once you get licensed.
yeah.
But everybody
so funny.
thinks
Yeah.
that it's so easy to have your real estate license because as long as you're selling semi-consistently, it looks so easy.
Yeah.
And so I was inspired by him and his lack of performance, as I thought at the time.
We're just going to send that one clip to him. I was inspired by him and his lack of performance. Wow.
Now I am sweating.
This is great.
Thanks
I
for
already
that.
love this. Would be fantastic. All right. So
We love you, Brian.
He inspired you through mediocrity.
and
what happened?
large amounts of money.
Yeah.
Both of those combined, I was like, sign me up. So I studied to get my real estate license, like directly after I closed on the house, got my real estate license, sold my first house within 3 months. And I was like, okay, I got this. Like, this is going to be amazing. And then about 3 months later, so about like 6 months in, I was like, I think that I have no money. So I did start working at Red Robin again for like a month. And then I was like, no, I can't do this. The same people are here. They haven't left yet.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
So I was in a meeting and Jacqueline Smith, she approached me and she's like, I don't remember what she said, but what I feel like she must have said was, oh my God, you're so cute. I feel like you'd be such a good buyer's agent. And I was like, yes, I would. And I am. Thank you. So she asked if I would show houses for her. And I was like, absolutely. This is like dream, like fell in my lap. So I did that for a while. And then I started like cold calling. She wanted us to like call multiple, I think like Monday through Friday.
Her whole team, like that's what they do.
Yeah, they are like mojo dialing like 7 people at a time. Whoever answers like 150 dials a day. You have to get like 20 contacts that you've like connected to. And then the whole thing was like they either have to hang up on you or you have to get an appointment. Like you can't get off the phone and you can't take no for an answer. And like they say like you need to close someone about 7 times before they say yes. But that wasn't the case on the team. It was like you keep going until they're either like she's not going to take no.
Just
come in my house.
One phone call.
Yeah.
Oh, 100 more than that.
Closes in a phone call.
Oh, yeah, more than that. And honestly, it taught me so much. It taught me that like people can be really fucking rude to you, and it's like are we allowed to cuss?
You can cuss as much as you fucking want.
Fuck. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Perfect. It just reminded me of the Jay and Silent Bob thing. You know that song? You've seen that, Jay and Silent Bob? Please tell me you have. God, okay.
I don't recall.
I'm not going there.
Maybe
You've
I
never
have.
seen it?
No.
All right,
Move on.
Okay.
Yep.
Anyways.
Swing and a miss.
Don't know.
I don't either.
It basically just taught me that like you go for no. Like, have you guys read that book?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Not the book,
like,
but I know the theory.
Yeah, it's like you're going to get doors slammed in your face. People are going to hang up on you and like you keep going. And eventually like momentum, the domino effect, the hockey stick analogy, like things are going to take off. And I really, really internally believed that. And I think that is like the biggest piece is I think if you think you're going to fail, you're going to fail. If you think you're going to win, you're going to win. And so I just totally adapted her mindset and exactly what she wanted us to do. And I was like, I'm going to go all in. And, I'm not saying that it wasn't hard because it was super, super hard, but the results were like amazing. I was the #1 agent on her team. I think like every year I was there, and I was there for like maybe 6 years. And I sold between like 45 to like 68 houses on her team per year. Which if you guys like don't know, they say like the average agent sells between 8 to 10 houses a year if they've had 10 years or plus experience. Yeah. So I was like being very, very like a high producing agent, but I was not saving any money, not because I was blowing it, but because like of splits and taxes and what have you. Like I was grinding, missed all my son's soccer games, like missed my daughter's like dance lessons, and like didn't know my husband at the time. I'm divorced now, but at that time like our marriage was suffering because like I was working so hard but like with nothing to show for it. And that was really difficult because I also couldn't slow down. Like I was like, what is this all for? Why am I running? Why can't I slow down? Why can't I say no? Why can't I get ahead? Like this has to be so much easier. Why is it not? Like something was not clicking with me. And I kept just asking myself like, what is missing here? What is missing here? And the hard part about the team is that they're so good at keeping you like your head in the game and in like the culture of it. So anytime I would like be like, I think I need to leave, they'd be like, no, you need to like lean in more. You need to lean in more. Like, you're becoming a leader. Like, you need to lead the team. And I got that, and I really appreciated that. And there was nothing wrong with that. But I just felt that there was something missing. And so I went up north to meet Ben Kinney. I hate that I already told you guys what team I was on because I wouldn't have told you, but here we are.
Brian Goldman.
Goldman, dude.
You're good.
Can we just start the whole podcast
too
over?
late. That's how it is.
What do we tell you? It's
This is
just
how
what
it
it is.
Okay.
It's the other side.
I do want to say
It's
that
feeling authentic.
I have no bad blood with the team that I was on.
Yeah.
None. I love them and I've grown so much. But anyways, so I went up to meet with the expansion partner of the team I was on, and I had closed a shit ton of houses. I think like 65 houses that year, and I had like $12,000 in my bank account. And Ben said to me, because I was going to ask him, I was like, okay, I'm going to be like, can we change the splits? Like, something's not working. And he's like, Hailey, the only people who don't like the splits are people who aren't closing enough houses. And I thought I was doing everything. Like,
Damn.
in that moment, I didn't take that as like, what I'm buying, what he's selling. I took that as, I can't be on this team anymore.
Wow. Had like the opposite effect of what he was hoping.
Totally. Yeah.
Because you know how much work and sweat equity you're putting in there.
I mean, I was the #1 agent month after month. Like, don't fucking tell me that.
You're not doing enough.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know my children that are at home.
And what else do you want me to do? Yeah, like
Yeah.
join it. You'd have to give up everything.
I did give up everything, I
Yeah.
felt like, at that time.
Yeah.
Did you make
Yeah.
a switch like that day? No, after you heard that, or did you take a couple
drive
weeks
home?
drive home, or a couple weeks to think about it, or what was next?
Yeah, I did. I did think about it for a little bit, and I had already been coming to that conclusion, but it's almost like anytime I did, like I said, they'd be like, no, you are not in the culture. And like, you just need to lean in, which I do think is very true for a lot of agents that can like feel like something is not going right. And then like, you know, it's because they haven't like really fully committed. So I was really struggling with like, is it that, or do I really need to trust myself? And once I realized like, I just need to really trust myself, then I left the team. And one thing I said I was going to do when leaving the team is like, not cold call anymore, because I was like, fuck that. No.
He's like, I'm done.
Hey, to be fair, that's why I said when I first met Nathan, he's like, I'm hiring you on. I'm like, hey, #1, I'm not cold calling a single soul. And I did not.
Yeah, I hired him in the financial services industry.
Yeah.
As like a sales guy. He's like, I'm not making cold calls. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Never did.
You
Couldn't
have
do
to
it.
still produce, but I don't give a shit what you do.
Right,
as long
exactly.
As you produce, I don't care.
Totally. And what I had looked back on is the last 6 years I was there, I never had repeating clients. Like, those clients didn't come back to me.
Good observation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn.
And they didn't refer me their friends or their family.
When or how did you recognize that?
Because when I was like contemplating like leaving and feeling so burnt out, I kept thinking to myself, this has to be easier. This has to be easier. Brian Goldman made this look easier. I'm just kidding.
Look, Brian. Dude. Brian, I'm going to take you on a really good steak dinner on Real Accounting's dime.
No, I'm totally just kidding. But
I know. He's got a good art like that. You're good.
yeah, no, I know, obviously. But anyways, so I was like, what if there was a world in which I sold more houses than I have sold, I make way more money, and I spend time with my kids, and the majority of my business is from past clients and repeat referrals. Like, how can that not exist? Someone's out there doing it. Why can't I do it?
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
And then the year that I left, I sold 86 houses.
Let's fucking go.
Wow.
Cheers.
All right. Woo.
Yeah, look, I'll just cheers myself.
Oh,
Yeah. Cheers.
Sorry.
Cheers, nobody.
Yes, to all the whatever.
That's fantastic.
thank you.
Did you change anything to sell more houses, or do you think it was just the freedom you had?
Well, I mean, I changed everything because when I left and I had that idea, that was just an idea in my head. And so, I mean, I told you guys that like I wasn't going to cold call anymore. So I had to basically look at, instead of the mindset of where's my next pending coming from? How fast can I get clients? Burn and turn. I had to then look at how can I create the ultimate client experience where they are raving, because it's so easy to have, you know, a negative experience and like tell someone or write a review. But when you have a positive experience, if it's even like mediocre, people probably just won't say anything. So I'm like, this has to be like the best experience. I need like a ride or die, like realtor for life people surrounding me. And so, yeah, I audited my entire real estate business, let everything go, stopped script practicing, stopped making people feel like I was selling them, and really started to build like genuine connections. And I think Patty Siebold, she's the like owner of Keller Williams, she said like, she's told me a couple different things. She said like, you know, real estate doesn't have to be like your perfect thing, but it can fund your perfect life. And I loved that, but also like never spend a paycheck before you have it. And so to me, I completely like stopped thinking about money altogether in my commission checks. Like I'm like, those will come inevitably, like let that thought go, just work for your clients. And I think that people really felt that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was that challenging for you? Because it had been the driving force for everything you'd done before.
Right. No, it felt like really liberating. It felt super good. Yeah.
That's awesome.
You felt like you had the freedom to do what you want that you knew could have been done the whole time.
Yeah. I felt like I like found this like magic code, or like, oh my God, why isn't everyone doing it like this? Like this is so much easier and it's way more fun, way less stress. Like I'm connecting with my kids at a deeper level. Like everything got better and easier from that point. So
you went solo agent. So you went from Jacqueline's team to Mankenny's team, and then you just went solo agent right away, correct?
Correct.
And just did everything yourself. And
Correct.
sold 68 homes in your first year doing it yourself.
No, 80
Yeah.
80?
86, yeah.
86, out of backwards.
Yeah. I went to a different brokerage and I didn't talk to anyone. I put my head down and I just worked. So I think a lot of agents didn't know, like they knew of me, but like they didn't know me, and they probably thought like I was standoffish. But it was only because like I did not want to attend another realtor event or another like seminar. Like I was done. I stopped listening to podcasts. Like people would probably be like, oh no, you probably like should still be doing those things like growth mindset or what have you. But I was like, I'm done with all of the bullshit, all of the rah. Like I just need to like be me versus me and like see what I can do.
Hell yeah. Damn, and how long ago was that when you went before you took that plunge to being a solo agent? You've been a solo agent for how long, I guess is what I'm asking.
I think like 3.5 years.
3.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn. Well done. Wow. We've had people come on this podcast before and mention that, like, trust your gut. And time and time again, everyone who's mentioned that says it's never led them wrong.
No, definitely not. Everything I've ever done in my life, when I've trusted myself, it has moved with like ease and flow and abundance. And when I'm coming from a place of restriction or making choices based out of fear, I mean, it just gets like harder and harder. Life is just like way harder when you are not like in flow.
And when you started being a solo agent and you had to take on all these extra stuff, like the marketing aspect, the listing photos, you're doing everything yourself, even though you had the freedom to do what you wanted, when you wanted. I'm imagining, based on the teams that I know that you were on, you also lost some support too. Is that true? Or how did you make up that support? How did you make up that support and still gain time and be able to sell those houses?
It's a career.
Yeah.
Sold 30% more houses, but you did everything yourself and had more time.
Yeah. How did that happen?
How's that possible?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So it sucked for a little while. Like it was really, well, I hired a TC right off the bat. I knew I needed a transactions coordinator, and transactions coordinators are kind of hard to come by, but I found like the golden nugget of them, and she was hyper organized, whereas me, I am really good at connecting, really good at negotiating, really good on the front end, but like the back end of my business, like I am like, it was just a shit show. And so she just picked up all the pieces as I went, and we just did it together, and you know, we got like a flow down. And so that was really, really nice having her. I mean, I think she's still I think she's still in business. So if anybody needs a transactions coordinator, Taylor Lean, she's like the best.
There we go, Taylor.
There you go. Nice little shout out for Taylor right there.
Girl.
Well, yeah.
Turn in a new leaf. Anything I say from now on is going to be a compliment.
Like, fuck you, Brian. We're back to it.
We're just gonna leave
20
the
minutes in, we're like,
description.
fuck you, Brian.
So you have a new transaction coordinator now.
I do.
So
yes.
what's different? What's changed? Now that you've been doing it for 3 years. Now you're in year 4 on solo. Correct?
Yeah.
So what is
Yes.
your new systems for 2025? What have you adapted?
Yeah. So I had to hire a business coach to look at the back end of my business because I wanted to go from being a real estate agent to being the CEO of my business. Because I think that it's really easy to just like sell houses and just have that be your thing. But where is the systems? Where's the structures? Where's the ground for your business, the foundation? And so I hired someone to do that. And he was like, how the fuck are you selling this many houses? And like, everything looks like shit. Like, I'm sorry. like
I'm amazing.
yeah.
That's how.
He's like, you don't have a listing presentation. Your buyer's presentation is like you typed something up and then like printed it out. And he's like, we got to change all of this.
But doesn't that just go to show that excuses are such bullshit?
Yes.
Because if you put somebody who's going to make it, you could put them in the middle of the fucking Sahara. But if they are going to be the type of person who's going to succeed, they're going to find a way, even if it's just something printed out that you like typed up. And it's like not well done. You're like, there's a spelling error. You're like, yeah, but they like me.
Yeah.
You know, like you can find a way to get to where you want to go without all the shiny stuff. It's nice to have systems. We love systems too. Like it's the only thing that's allowed our company to scale is systems. Like I get all that, but you can also still start and do really well just with effort.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. I was challenged by him. I was like, dude, no. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I have like all of these other things that aren't even created yet, these systems and structures I know I need for my business. I don't need to be changing things just to have fluff. I don't need the perfect business card. I don't need the perfect
I don't need
this.
a new logo. We're good.
No.
Yeah.
And I'm going to waste a lot of time focusing on that and not starting on what I want because I'm going to be like, oh, we'll have to have this perfect. I'm like, no, I moved messy and this works. And he's like, it may work now, but in a market that shifts, it's not going to work.
Well said, Mr.
How did
Business
you feel
Coach.
when he said that?
Mr. Business Coach. Damn.
How'd that hit you?
Well, I mean, I hired him for a reason, right? I like it when people deliver raw, honest truth because I'm a pretty straightforward person. I can ruffle some feathers easily, not with my clients, but with like I'll tell you how it is. And I needed someone who would do that back to me because I don't think a lot of people push back on me. So when he did, I was like, I will have it done. How fast do you want it done? I'll have it done. Yeah.
Did a part of you feel like it was kind of going back almost in my head if I was you, if I put myself in your shoes and you went through all this work to get to where you were at and then you hired a business coach and then they tell you that you need all these systems and stuff. I feel like I would be triggered a bit of PTSD from thinking of all the things you just walked away from. Like I walked away from everyone telling me exactly what I need to do, and I built something on my own. Did that kind of like hit? Did that hit you that way? Where you're like, damn it, you're telling me what to do again. I just walked away from that.
No, because my mindset was, if I want to be the CEO, I need to think like the CEO. I don't know everything, and if I was the CEO and I looked at this stuff, I'd probably be saying the same thing he's saying right now.
Nice.
He knows something I don't, and I need to listen to him, even though I really hate like that the back end of the stuff. Like I didn't want to do any of it, but I wanted to have a sustainable, predictable, successful business more than I wanted to like be farting around in my business, which is what it felt like at the time.
And he said, find the best bookkeepers you can find. And then he found us.
Yes.
Side note.
Like ego has to die at some point for growth to take place.
Correct.
Yeah.
It just has to.
Right.
So how did you do it?
I mean, I feel like I was never like a very egotistical person. I actually feel like I am now more than I was then. And that's something that I'm really like kind of battling with right now.
No, it's different.
What?
Because it's different when you have a mountain of evidence for your confidence. That's not ego. when you have ego, it's a bravado of like, I'm so much better than you. Like, I've got all the solutions. I've got the answers. Don't tell me what to do. I've got it all figured out.
Right. Okay.
But when you have a mountain of evidence, it builds the confidence in you, and your spirit is different. Like, your whole soul is different than it is when you're engaged with your ego.
Yeah.
Because like for Mike and I, like, you always feel confident. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm building. But when you don't have the results, it could get really, really, really challenging. Thank you, David. It could get really challenging. But if you start having years and years of results, that you have a lot to go back on and be like, I have every reason to be confident and sure of myself because look what the fuck I've been doing for the last 6 years. Like,
right.
I know what I'm doing. And so I think when you have a mountain of evidence, that bravado can come from a much healthier place of confidence because it's based on results.
Yeah.
It's not based off of, and what I don't hear you saying is, look how great I am. Look how I did everything. It's like, I did all this stuff. You're like, I found that this is not a good environment for me. I needed to put myself in a new environment and see myself flourish. It's no different than repotting a plant. It doesn't mean that planter wasn't good for that plant. It's just, it no longer served its purpose and it's time to move and to go do something different. That's what you did. You recognize the restraints and the constrictions. You're like, yeah, I don't think this is going to help me grow anymore.
Right.
So I think when you have evidence behind you that it can serve ego or it can serve a healthy confidence, and I just hear healthy confidence. I don't hear the negative ego shit in there.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate.
That's just
that.
what I hear. I mean,
yeah.
I could be wrong.
I don't know. He's been wrong only a couple times.
Maybe you do suck. I don't know. Like,
but results speak for themselves.
But they do though. Like there's a difference between having an idea and having proof that the idea works.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's different. There's a different confidence in that when you show up to a listing.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I've done 400 of these.
Right. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I did get asked that a lot. Like, how do you sell so many houses? And I'm like, I just don't think that I'm not going to get the listing. Like, that's never a thing. Like, that just never crosses my mind.
It blows my mind that people go into those appointments and think there's a chance I don't get this.
Right.
How? Well, of course you're not.
Yeah.
Without that attitude, you're not.
100%. Yeah. And I really do think like I'm the best agent for the job. Like I truly believe that. And I feel like that definitely helps me too. But the reason I say that I feel like I have a bigger ego now is because last year I fired my first client and that was so challenging mentally to be like, and it was a $2 million buyer. So my paycheck would have been like 40 grand. And it was like so hard for me to feel like, it's not like in my head, I was like, oh, like, I don't need it. That's how I like felt like, oh, like, are you serious? Like your ego's so big, you're just going to let it go. Like just no big deal. That wasn't the truth. The truth was, it was like an insanely toxic relationship. Like I felt like I was in a toxic relationship and it dragged on for way too long. And there was like terrible things that transpired that like I had to make that decision and choose like my mental health over money. But at the time it really felt like, is my ego getting in the way? And I feel like you should have a healthy amount of like self-reflection because we're not always right and we don't always see things right. So I think it's important to kind of question where things are coming from. And yeah, so of course I wonder that as my life gets better and better and better, you know?
We've done that. We feel the firing clients is not the easiest thing in the world. Cause again, you want to make sure everyone's happy at the beginning, right? You're like, what did I do wrong? What am I doing that you're not happy about? But then to your point with experience and confidence and, you know, you're just like, it becomes a point in time where you're just like, it's not worth my sanity. And here's my standards and boundaries, my expectations. And if you cross those, we're going to part ways. And it's nothing wrong with you, nothing wrong with me. You're the right fit for another agent and another client's going to be the right fit for me.
Yes.
So but that first time doing that is hard because it's a lot of negative self-talk almost. Because you're like, am I doing something wrong? Am I not the one being like making this right? What the fuck am I doing wrong? But then again, you realize not everyone's the perfect fit.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And that is really hard when you're someone who I am definitely a perfectionist. And so I will be the first one to fall on a sword and be like, oh, it's me. It's definitely not them. It's me. And even if I'm like, oh, but I feel like it might be them, I'm like, nope, has to be me. Like,
that's how leaders think. Mm-hmm. Leaders take accountability first. It's the first investigation. Mm-hmm. It's like, did I do something here? Like, do I need to make an adjustment here? That's a good leader. That's usually the first thought.
And most of the time,
it's accountability.
We play a part.
Yeah.
Like, of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But it doesn't mean it ultimately is your responsibility to carry that with you.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, we went through a season where we actually in 2 months let go of our top 2 paying clients over 2 months. It's terrifying.
Yes.
But to your point, it was like, we also have a responsibility to our company culture and to our employees and things like that. And it's like, yeah, this is good money, but like at what cost?
Yes.
Unhappy employees.
Unhappy employees?
Not worth
Right.
it.
Like,
No, definitely not.
They're the one that make us make the thing work.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like we could find another client. We have the whole country to pick from.
100%.
You know, but it's like,
I love that.
It's like, man, I don't know, man. It's just not. I don't know. We say around here a lot. We say priority is only a priority if it changes what you do. It's the only way you know if you have a priority.
Right.
So if your priority is mental health, and you're not chasing the cash anymore, then you have to make that decision because a priority is only a priority if it changes what you do. So if you're like, this is a horrible toxic relationship, guess what? This is not my priority. My priority is not the commission. My priority is to serve my clients really well. Guess what? I can't do that from an unhealthy mental state.
Yeah.
I have all these other people that are relying on me too. You're not going to poison that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I'll figure it out. I'll find the 40 grand somewhere else.
Yeah, totally.
But
Absolutely.
now that you've gone through your first client you let go, do you how long ago was that? Like a couple months ago?
No, it was about a year ago.
A year ago. What changed in your process going forward to make sure you can cut somebody out way faster before you want to go, absolutely
and I
insane?
mean way faster because it was a daily
How long were you
struggle.
guys dating?
Yeah, she's like, this isn't about real estate.
Yeah.
This is about somebody else.
This is actually,
Plot twist is I looked it up and they never ended up buying. So it would have been, and I showed them an insane amount of houses. Anyways, and that's fine. Sometimes I work with clients up to 2 years, but it was like the nitty gritty of things that I won't get into. But what was your question?
What was my question?
Okay.
It's kidding. It's okay. It was now that you had that one big toxic relationship thing with that client.
Yeah.
What systems or processes did you change or implement now so you can catch that sooner?
Yes.
And then make sure it doesn't go into that far into it.
Right. Okay. I mean, I haven't been tested like that again, so I can't say for sure that I would never respond the same way, but I would hope that I knew in my gut probably on I don't know, maybe 3 weeks into it that they weren't someone that I, am compatible with. And so I think now I'm not really afraid to let people go because I really do feel like my business is so sustainable now, that one paycheck isn't like a make it or break it for my family, but what is a make it or break it for my family is me showing up for my kids, showing up for
so good.
Yeah. So that's way more important than to me. And I do think my mind has shifted in terms of what's where my values are. And I do think it's way more focused on raising my kids, living a good life. But I think that makes me a much better agent too, because I think people now, I think before in the past when I would be they'd ask to see a house on a Sunday or something, and I would just make anything work for anyone at any time. I do feel like I was burnt out, and now I do feel like I come from a much fuller place where I feel more excited to work with people because I know that I have the bandwidth to take them on.
So different boundaries now.
Definitely. Oh yeah, I'm a completely different person for sure than I was starting out or even just a couple of years ago.
Hell yeah. And then didn't you tell me, I think at one point where you were starting to start another business, a consulting business for agents? Was that something that ever took off, or was that something you were thinking about? Or
yeah, so during this time frame in the last couple of years, I've gotten certified to be a life coach, a breathwork facilitator, and a somatic facilitator as well. And so I have done a couple different masterminds. One of them is called How to Gain Clients in a Shifting Market, and that's specifically for real estate agents. One of them is called That Dream Life Masterclass, and that's for anyone that's looking to live a better, easier life. Both are designed to make their lives better and easier. I know that some agents are so burnt out and they have so much on their plate and their lifestyle is just so wonky and they're not in balance. And then other agents have no money, like doesn't know how to get their next client. And so I really want to make people's lives better and for it to feel like sustainable for their lifestyle. So I did that, but I just got so busy during COVID that I had to shut down my coaching containers. And so I have not been coaching since. I've taken some one-to-one clients because they've asked me, but I haven't done any master classes.
Do you think you're going to pick that back up down the road?
Well, yeah, I feel like that's where I really thrive, is like pouring life into people and coming from like a creative space. So I have definitely been missing it. So we'll see.
I like it. And Brian Goldman gets a discount.
Yeah, he does. Honestly, he gets them for free.
There we go.
He started it all.
You're the one who started it. I love it.
I want to like just make like really well known. He was a great agent. That's why I thought that it was so easy.
Correct. We both
because
know.
It's like, you don't want your clients to feel the stress of a transaction. I didn't feel
so
anything.
Much of it, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
you're like
yeah.
a shield. You're an advocate. Like you're shielding
Correct.
them from so much. Like the stupid conversations at 9:30 at night between you and the other agent where they're making no fucking sense.
Yes. And I have been with agents that have been like at lunch and they're freaking out with their clients. Like, I don't know either. I'm not sure what's going to happen right now. And I'm just like, I'm worried
You're
for
getting
this
stressed too. Like,
Dude,
fuck.
have some
Yeah.
leadership.
Yeah.
Like, I got you. I'm going to
Yeah.
take care of it. I'll let you know when we're done.
I may not know the answer right now, but let me figure it out. Give me this. Yeah, totally.
I love that.
100%.
Yeah.
And so we're just saying he got a 5-star review. He just, he did such a great job.
My man, lead commissioner.
I mean, and then I actually, when I went to Keller Williams, I was under him because I wanted to, learn from him. So
Yeah.
I think that got a little misconstrued. So
You're good. We know it did.
Clear there.
We know exactly what happened.
Yeah, we know.
We're just trying to make it awkward.
Yeah, exactly. You're good. I
It's one
picked
of the
your
two things we're really good at.
I'll call him after this. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. You're fine.
How's your
you
red
are,
wine?
actually.
Oh yeah. So by the way, I don't. I'll do a little more just because I really taste it every time I'm doing it.
You can't make your parents sad that they brought you all the way to Italy and you didn't like wine. So.
True. Well, okay. So I know what I'm doing, right? So this is what you do. You look at it and you say, "Wow, look how red it is and the beautiful colors," and then you twirl it
Okay, and why are we twirling it?
because we want to see the feet.
We're looking at the legs. Did you say feet?
The feet, legs.
Okay, maybe that's right. I mean, maybe that's the
Maybe
part of
I'm
it.
probably wrong, honestly. So I see little legs.
And what does that mean?
That means it's strong alcohol content and well-bodied.
And has sugar in it? I don't know. I'm making that. I mean, I feel like I've heard this before.
Yeah. Then
but-
you smell it. You didn't smell it first. I thought you were the sommelier. Hints of earth, grapes, and a good time.
Yeah. Oh.
And then you slam it down and you say, "I'm over it.
Wow.
I can't do it." It's not that bad. It doesn't take away my
No, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. It doesn't take away my taste buds like normally. Or the cotton mouth thing I was telling you about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm okay with that. That's not too bad. You're more of a wine person than anything else though, huh?
Definitely. Yeah. I don't really I never really drank alcohol anyways. And then I, started drinking wine a little bit here and there because I started a bunco group and everybody,
there you go.
brought their own stuff. And I was like, I love a glass of red wine.
There you go.
So-
Have you been have you traveled outside the United States at all? I think
Yes.
you have, yeah? Where have you
Yeah.
been at?
So I did this before I met my boyfriend. I would do like one solo trip per year.
That's me. I love that.
Really?
Yeah, it's the only way that I started a couple years ago.
Okay.
And I just realized that my birthdays weren't. I don't know. I shifted, right? I used to go to Vegas all the time for my birthdays as a big party and stuff. And I'm like, I kind of just want to take some time to myself and just
Yeah.
do me. I like no one telling me where to go, when to be there, when to wake up, how long I can stay, what do I need to experience, how they feel about it. Like, I don't
felt
like
the
this
same way.
restaurant. I'm like, I just want to fucking do me and just explore it and appreciate it. And if I want to miss something that we signed up for, I want to miss it and not feel bad for somebody else.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, so where'd you go last year?
Last year was Italy. We went back to Italy again. Norway was on my list. Iceland was supposed to be last year, but they had the big earthquake that happened or whatever. So I had to make the shift on that. First time I ever went was just down to Northern California. It was this really beautiful waterfall called Bernie Falls. That was one place I wanted to go to. Stopped at Tokati on the way, Umpqua Hot Springs, and then went down there. And that was honestly where I first had the very experience of appreciation and gratitude for how far we've come in
Wow.
business.
Yeah.
Because Nathan and I are very much like go, go, go. We celebrate for a minute and then we go, go, go,
Yes.
go, go, go. And then we never really think like, holy shit, dude. We've come pretty far for two guys who don't know what we're doing. Right. So it's like, and we have a hard time trying to like just kind of slow down and celebrate how far we've come. So that was really cool being in the hot springs and like, I just took Tuesday through Friday off randomly with a week notice. Systems are doing fine. Life is going well.
Yeah.
And worst case scenario, this is the worst case scenario of my life.
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn, dude, we built something pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that appreciation is not often given to myself throughout the year because we're always go, go, go. So that one solo trip a year is, damn, we actually did it. We're doing pretty well.
I feel the same way. And like, I don't know how to describe gratitude because people say, oh, be grateful. Oh, be grateful. When you have moments of like, it's like a bird's eye view of your life and it like
That's what it is, yeah.
moves you and it feels so visceral in your body. You're like finally letting it land. Cause I'm the same way. I can go. Yeah. Celebrate here and there, but it's not like a true, like letting it land and being like, wow, I am so grateful for my life. Like this is amazing. So I feel the same way when I solo travel. I don't know if I'll solo travel anymore because like I always said I'd solo travel, but now that I like feel like I might have met my husband.
Oh my God.
That's serious, damn.
I would never want to go anywhere without him. Not like in a like clingy, like not gonna let him breathe way.
Whatever
but
you
it's
say.
like I want to.
He's watching this like,
and see how he feels about it. I'm just kidding. I'm totally
No,
just
I know you are. I just want to experience everything. Like I just feel like these are the best times of our lives. We get to like fall in love with each other and have all these firsts together. And so I definitely at this moment like want to travel with him as much as I can.
Did you how long have you been solo traveling?
I don't know, maybe like 5 years if I had to guess. I would go back to Tulum a lot. That would be like my spot. And then I went to Venice. I went to Greece. I went to Arizona. I just went somewhere else. But anyways, yeah.
Just out of curiosity, how much of who you are do you think was created on those trips?
Oh, that's a really good question. I don't mind being alone. Like I've never like felt like lonely or something like that. Like I really like my space. And so yeah, I feel like, you know how you say like all your creative ideas come in the shower, like that's like a thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that when I'm solo traveling. So I would say a lot. It gives me a lot of time to like self-reflect, like look back on things, like pivot, shift, make internal shifts, let go of maybe limiting beliefs or things that I've been holding on to that aren't really serving me. Or would you agree? Do you feel the same way when you travel?
Yep. Yeah. I used to take a journal out and there's this, real estate agent named Shanna O'Brien, and she talked about this 4 years ago at one of our events. She said it's like the perfect book, and she said she was always going to journal and write all of her thoughts down everywhere she went, but she was always looking for like the perfect journal, the perfect pen, you know, like she wanted like it was supposed to be this like really high-end thing that she was going to do, and then eventually she's like, I'm never going to do it because I keep looking for the perfect book. So she's like, one day I just got some random shitty piece of paper that was right there and started writing things I was grateful for. And that really stuck to me. So the very first time I did it, I just took out my phone, my notepad, and I just started, everything that was on my mind just started going there and made no sense at all. Just bullet points of like random sentences and things I'm happy for. And so that's how I do it. Just when it hits you, you just write it down.
Yeah, I call that being in flow state.
In flow state?
Yeah, okay. In flow state. It's like, have you guys seen Soul when they're like surfing the whatever?
It's
they're
great.
like in flow state.
It's really cool. Movie.
Yeah, it's like, when you get
You'd
in it,
It's
you
got
also.
a cat in it.
Oh yeah.
Done.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
it.
pizza. I don't know if
Pizza
that's
and
important to you.
cat. I mean, I do have a blanket with pizza and cat. The cat is on the pizza, floating in space, shooting lasers outside. It's pretty cool.
Might be a sign. I don't know. You'll have to watch it and tell us.
I will do that.
Okay, cool.
Sometime.
You'd like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd like it.
All right, I'll do it on
watch it with Caden.
On my free time, I will do that with. Yeah.
Yeah, watch it with Caden.
Cool.
Yeah, it is it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a movie. It's not a series.
No, it's like a animated movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like Studio Ghibli kind of stuff? Oh.
Yeah, it's like a Pixar, it's like kind of like a kids movie, but it's really good.
It is a kids movie.
Yeah, I'll watch it. As long as it's not a series, because there's some people like, you need to watch Game of Thrones. I'm like, bro, that's like 19 series, and I haven't started on episode 1.
I know. So my boyfriend, same. He like refuses, and we started it together, and we're like on episode 3, and he's like, yeah, I would do this, but like all I can think about is there's 8 more seasons.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's not good enough. It's like I don't know.
Yeah, in 2 hours, I can watch a movie and get something from. I'll do it.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Okay.
It's worth watching.
Sold on that. So solo trips, what do you do?
But they do have that. They explain that in a long time. Like, you're just in the groove. Like, they talk about in the concept of music. But it's like sometimes you just get in that groove where everything's easy, it's simple. You don't have to think about the you don't have to think about the time signature or the key or where like things are at. It's like you just naturally go. Like your instincts, like your body, like just your whole body is all your cells are moving in the same direction.
I'm vibing with
purpose.
this.
It's
feels
wonderful.
That's it. Yeah. Or like I guess if no one's experienced that before, it's like a runner's high almost. Like you just
definitely not experienced that.
I actually asked my friend that the other day. I was like, is that a real thing? Because I've run for quite some time sometimes, and I don't get it. I just get annoyed.
Oh my God, it's the best. You just
No, it's not.
It flips a switch. Okay, so I'll tell you guys something. 2 years ago, I hated cardio, and I told myself, what should I do this year to challenge myself? And I was like, I'm going to run until I like running. And however long that takes. Like, I'm just going to run until I like it.
Like one time?
No. Wait, what?
I don't know.
How many times did it take?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What do I need to do? Where's my goal?
Like a year.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And, but I did get that runner's high, and it's very euphoric. Like, it feels like all of a sudden you can, like, it's like your heart rate slows down. You can breathe, like, easily. Your paces are, like, rhythmic, and you can just, like, keep running. It feels really nice.
I heard that happens at miles 6 to 8.
Really?
Is that when you got it? Tell me it's 2.
No,
That's not 2.
I mean, I've never, so I have experienced this at Orange Theory, and you never run that long there. So I don't know. Well, maybe I've gotten like the
But also
appetizer.
at Orange Theory, they throw like endorphins in the HVAC
Yeah.
system. Like they just want you to feel great. It's amazing.
That's true.
Yeah, so somebody told me to get runner's high around like 6 to 8 miles, and like, ah, man, I guess
bro,
I'll never
that's
experience
a
it. God damn.
At a 7-minute mile, we've been out there for a while. Like, I'm ready to go home. I want a chalupa.
I can't do it. But that's it. The flow state was definitely where it's at.
True.
And I think everyone needs to do alone time. And it is scary. It's like, because so many people rely on other people and they have codependency. And it's like, it's a challenging thing. But I mean, I have no problem just going and grabbing some food by myself and sitting there and just eating. Like, I like being alone to the fact that I can just do whatever I want. Not anybody else on my mind. It's just me. But to your point, I know that switch will be made when I want that person to come with me. I'm like,
dude, I don't know, man. Yeah. I'm not in agreement with both of you for a very specific reason. And that is that my fiance, one of the things I love about her is that she's fiercely adventurous, and she goes out in the middle of fucking nowhere and camps by herself for the weekend. And like, I'm like, you have to keep doing that, because I was like, we're not us if you're not you. And this is what makes you you. Like, this is the person I fell in love with. If you stop doing this and I'm with you all, like, you're not going to be you. Like, I need you to be you and I need to be me. So like, what we talk about is like just the other weekend, like my kids were coming over the weekend. She's like, I'm going camping, like, enjoy the boys. I'm like, sweet, enjoy it. So she was only going for one night. She ended up going for 2 nights. Like, I don't give 2 shits. Like, we have a couple phrases. One is that we're not us unless you're not you. And the other thing we talk about, we say days for years. And the idea here is I would rather trade those 2 days of her going and camping so I can have years of healthy relationship with her than have those 2 days and potentially give up long-term healthy relationship.
Yeah. Days
for years is a good or a very bad trade. Whichever side you're on of it is a very important and a very important trade.
Yes.
And so for us, it's like, and I'm not saying you have to go keep doing solo traveling.
Sure.
That's just why I was kind of curious, because I'm like, for my fiance, like, that is part of her identity. Like, it's part of who she is. Like her Instagram has explore in it. Like, that's her at, right? So it's like, you know, for me, it's like, I try to encourage her to go out and do the things on her own, because she would rather just hang out with me all the time too. And I'm like, and I'm like, no, but you have, like, this is what makes you so awesome. This is the person I fell in love with. Like, this fiercely independent, wild, go out there and like, I don't get to talk to you for a couple of days because you don't have reception. Like, you're in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Right.
And I'm like, I love that you do that. Like, please keep doing that. Like, schedule it. Don't miss it. Like, you don't have to talk to me. Like, I'll be good.
So like, maybe that's just more on the vacation side, I think is what you're saying. So like going like out to Italy and that kind of stuff, you're right.
But on vacations, I would rather be with her all day long.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
If you want to go away for the weekend or even a week, like if she wanted to go away for a week on her own, like I would miss her, but I would gladly trade that week for the rest of my life with her.
Yeah, because I do the solo hikes. I definitely don't go hiking with anyone. I hate when people want to go hiking with me because I'm like, that's my only alone time. So I wouldn't let people do that. Or the gym. Like, I don't mind working out with you once in a while, but I'm like, that's just my time to put on music, not think about shit, and just get it done.
Yeah.
But I know I can get a hold of him.
Yeah, fucking God, I hate when you call me.
I call him right in the middle of the set. He's like,
Middle set. Like, God damn it.
I'm like, Mike, what are you doing? He's like, I'm at the gym. I'm like, why'd you answer? He's like, I don't know. Why'd you call? I'm like, how much pre-workout did you have? He's like, enough.
So frustrating. So
I
frustrating.
didn't even drink water.
Anyway. Yes, I get that. So
Yeah.
the point, like you said, you want to experience those first with that person at these times.
Yes.
I get that, but I also agree 1,000%. Alone time is very crucial.
I think it's both and, but
Yeah.
you got to do the things that make you you. You got to keep doing those things.
Yeah,
It's so important.
I don't know if like solo travel makes me.
Yeah, that's what I'm kinda curious.
Yeah. But I totally get what you're saying, and I think that he would encourage that if he felt like that was the case, and I would too. And we say the same thing. We're like same team. It's never us against each other. It's always us against the problem. Like we're on the same page with that. But I just feel like it's so different. Like I feel like I've maybe never been like in love or felt like I was meant to meet someone.
I wish we had good music right now. Start the song music. The
Can you
sad
play
one.
something, please?
I'm gonna
Play the music. Play the slow jam
Mike,
music.
don't play yours.
Yeah, no, yours.
It's the wrong time.
All right. Well, while he's figuring that out real quick.
It's over.
A quick question though. So you're saying all this stuff like about the traveling, and you found this like this new guy. So let's say everything stopped. Real estate's over. You're done. Mm-hmm. It's all gone. Real estate industry, just no more selling houses. It's all done.
Yeah.
Who are you? Like, what do you do? What's next? How would you restart?
Yeah. I mean, they say they ask that question, like, describe yourself, and you describe what you do, but that's not like who you are, right? Yeah. Oh, you liked that one.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And, you know, I would, if real estate stopped, if I had to stop selling real estate right now and I love it, I would be totally okay. Like, you know, do you want to know what I would do?
Yeah. What would you do?
I'd probably start like coaching a lot more because I am trauma informed and I am really good with people who like are moving through big things. So I would most likely lean into that in my like somatic practice that I have and am certified in. Cause I've always wanted to like be a therapist. Like if I wasn't a real estate agent, I always thought that I would be a therapist, but I just, in that container is like talk therapy. I love it. Like I have a therapist, a very big advocate for that, but there's something so much different than like somatic therapy is breath, sound, movement, touch, presence. So when you can really express how you're feeling, it's like, am I allowed to go here? Should we?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
This is what I want to hear.
So they say trauma doesn't live in the mind. It actually lives in your body. And it's like frozen in time. So the thought processes you have or like the limiting beliefs are like a track record of a trauma response or whatever happened. And they could be like small t trauma or big T, like little fractures or little moments that stuck with you. But what it wants to do, this is what I believe. So, and it's backed by some type of science, is like anything that like comes up wants to be felt through. Like it wants to be experienced and felt through fully for it to move. And I think a lot of the times like our sensations in our body like come up and we want to numb them. And we do that in all sorts of different ways. And so I want to look at that and say, oh my God, I could have more of myself, more of my essence, more of who I am if I leaned into this thing that felt very uncomfortable, that I don't want to look at, that I don't want to talk about, that maybe I don't even want to admit to myself, but it's coming up for a reason. So what happens if I just like lean into the discomfort? And that's somatic therapy. And then you move through it and all of a sudden you're like, oh, wow, I feel like 1,000,000 times better. And either that thing doesn't really come up again, maybe you really did move through it, or maybe there's like layers of it. Yeah, totally. But then you get deeper and deeper and deeper. And I do feel like I'm only as able to go deep with someone else as I have been with myself. And I feel like I've been
agreed.
My well is very deep. And so I feel like, I can create good relationships because of that and support people in that way.
And that's why you sold 86 homes that 1 year.
Yes, it is.
It's building that connection, right? I mean, it's hard to build connection with someone when you don't have the authenticity to it. And the fact that your well is that deep, you can relate in some sort of fashion to everyone's situation, even if it's not directly in that situation they're in. To some capacity, you can feel what they're going through.
Yes, I've always said that. Like, I could connect with a homeless person just as I could connect with a billionaire, and I would not make them feel any different. Like, I don't like act weird around like people who have large amounts of money or like treat someone different. It's like, I've seen it all. I've experienced it all. And well, I can't say that, like, I'm young, but I had like not a great upbringing. So I've seen probably more things that a lot of people should have. And I do think it has given me the depth and the capacity to really hold people in the container of where they're at, wherever that is, without judgment.
Where did that need come from then? So like you said, you had a different upbringing. So you have this need for, or want, or passion to, again, if everything went sideways, you would go into more of the therapeutical role and consulting. So where did that all come from? Did you have like brothers and sisters growing up? Were your parents like very nurturing to you or not nurturing? Or like, how did that, I guess this is therapy time too. How did it all happen? Like, how did that need and want and passion, how did that all come to?
Yeah. So my parents are active addicts. And they have been for a long time. And, you know, my siblings took some routes and some different routes, and I won't speak like personally for what has, you know, transpired since then or where they're at. But, my sister's doing great. Let's like throw that out there. So she's not like, wow, you're leaving it on the cliff.
Wow. She was like, I found that podcast and, what?
No, she's thriving and doing
how many siblings?
so good. 2.
Okay. So you have the brother and sister? Brother and sister? Okay.
Yeah.
And then you said parents are active addicts. Were they like that your whole childhood growing up, or is that more?
Well, my dad was, and then like stopped for a while when he had me, and then like started again. And my mom just really battled with a lot of like mental health issues my whole life. And it was just like very much always chaos. So I never knew what like safety felt like. And I like felt like I disassociated at an early age. So I also didn't know what it really felt like to like be in your body or like live life, because I like wasn't fully here. And that was perfect. It's what I needed at the time. It was my coping mechanism that was like very smart. But now, or I guess like when I did talk about, I wasn't planning on talking about this, but I'm okay doing it. When I told you guys, like I was like working and didn't know how I would stop, that part of that like disassociation or like not slowing down felt like an aspect of myself was running from something and I didn't know what it was. And that's really when I started to like work on myself and on like the things that have happened to me.
Yeah. And that's what got you that level deeper, like you said. You leaned into it. You knew you're running, but why am I running?
Yes.
Leaned into it and then unlocked the...
And it was scary because a lot of it was like terror. Like it was terror. Like it felt like my nervous system was running at this like tick, 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 tick. And anytime I would like lean into it, it was like way too scary. It was like the monster under your bed when you're little. Like, so I felt like it's like, if I just run, I can outrun this thing and then I will get to safety somehow. And that's not how it works. It's like they say the only way out is through.
Yeah.
Like you got to turn towards yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was the most uncomfortable, the most liberating. And I guess the only thing like left to say there is what I learned in that process is life is a sensational experience. It's like fear, chaos, anxiety, bliss, gratitude, joy, excitement. Like it goes in like cyclical cycles. And so when you're able to kind of expand and contract in the time that you're in, there's really no bad time, because when you're in a bad time, you are leaning into it, you're cultivating more of who you are and coming out, and you're more expressive and more joyful because you really like thawed the iceberg inside of you, if you will.
Yeah, it's a good analogy.
Thank you.
Damn. I kind of, the only way I can really relate to that to some extent was just meeting my biological dad for the first time this last year, right? It was like, he added me on Facebook maybe a year and a half ago, and I asked I'm in touch with my birth family and stuff, and I was like, hey, is this the guy? And they're like, oh yeah, that's him. And I was like, okay. And then I just didn't look at it again. I never added him, never went to his profile. I let it sit there for a whole fucking year. And then finally I talked to my birth sister who was adopted in New York, and she came and talked, and she was like, dude, you got to do it. I think you just got to do it. I'm going to Peru in January. You should come with me. And I was like, dude, I'm just not ready for that, right? Because it's you don't know what's going to come. It's a door you're going to open that you have no idea what to expect, right? Like, is this going to consume my life? I'm going to be mad. I'm like, are they expecting a relationship from me? Am I supposed to be talking to? What questions do I ask? Do I even care? Do I want to, it's just so much. And I'm like, with the business and with, being a dad and all the other stuff, I'm like, I just don't have the time for it. But to your point, leaned into it. I tried to find every out I could. And I finally was like, if you want me to come with you, I will do it because I need to just fucking do it. But here's my credit card. You do all the work. And then she did. She booked everything. She booked the flights, booked the hotel, booked the whole entire trip. She booked when I was going to meet him. And she literally did everything for me. So a huge shout out to her for that. And then when I met him, it was like, holy shit, like this is crazy. And it was one of the greatest things ever, right? Like I leaned into it. I felt like a whole different person, new aspect and stuff. And I came back here and it's like almost like, I feel like things have changed, but not a ton other than the fact my heart feels a little more whole, I guess. But it's not like to make a huge life shift, I guess, where I'm like, oh my God, I'm a whole new person. It just definitely made me better. Yeah. But I don't know how to explain in what way. Yeah. I just feel better.
Sure. Yeah. That makes sense. Like and I think that like, even though you had resistance around it, like you knew it's like you are doing something for your future self.
Yes, correct. That was it. I knew that it would pay off at some point. No, probably. I probably may not even see the payoff for a while. Yeah. Right. Maybe down the road, I'll be like, oh shit, like that was why I was supposed to do it. But I had to lean into it. To your point, I ran for a year, and then I'm just finally like, okay. And to be fair, alcohol helps a little bit. We did talk about this when we were at the bar. And it's like, here's my credit card. You just do it all. And she literally just did it all right then and there. So it was huge. But yeah, it's leaning into that. I like that, leaning in. Because you've said you've done that a lot throughout your journey is just lean in to what you feel is right.
Yeah. And what I resist the most is where like I need to lean in the most, most of the time. I feel like all of us are like that, whether we want to admit it or not. But I try to like get it as quickly as possible. Told you guys I'm kind of a perfectionist. I'm like, oh, well, I'll lean into this one real quick. Maybe I'll be perfect. Doesn't work like that.
No, it was definitely something good. So that's really cool. I like your story and how you came up. Like you said, it was there's more to it before than just being what'd you call it? Fly the bird or Red Robin?
Dirty bird.
Dirty bird. Yeah. Is that like an industry term or am I just way off?
I think it's like a common term. That's how I know it.
That's how most people know Red Robin is the dirty bird.
I'm sure employees were like, "Oh, it's a dirty bird."
I've known it as the dirty bird since like college.
And you never worked there?
No,
just an average thing that people know.
I guess. I mean,
I think so.
I don't think I'm average.
I don't know. I say sayings all the time that like don't make sense. I'll be like, they don't know you from a can of paint, and people will be like, huh? And I'm like, so who knows?
You grew up here your whole life, you said?
Yeah.
Vancouver, Washington, huh?
That's very southern.
Yeah. All the time.
Yeah.
Just like random shit will fly off. You guys don't have any weird sayings that you say that like maybe people don't quite understand? What is it?
I've got a few, but that's because I lived in the South for 1 year and I've learned them.
Okay.
One of them was, that boy was more stuck than a hair in a grilled cheese.
Gross. You would say that when you asked. Oh my God.
That boy was busier than a one-armed paper hanger with a butt itch.
Oh.
Things like that.
What about you?
Beautiful.
Those are little southernisms.
No, I don't have anything really other than the one that Nathan taught me, which I say all the fucking time. It's like, it's better than the sharp stick in the eye.
Yeah. It's like, it's better than
you keep optimism no matter where you go. It's like, hey.
I think that's a good one. I might adapt it.
Yeah, it's really hard to be mad at something. It's like, it's better than a sharp stick in the eye.
Yeah. 100%.
Pretty much everything is better.
It's like better to say that than could be worse. It's like, well, yeah, fucking of course it could be worse. But now I have an actual analogy.
Correct. Because that's really what I'm saying. Yeah, because I'm saying could be worse. I hate when people say that too. But at the same time, I'm saying the same thing, but different. So same.
It's like I didn't forget my keys. I remembered my keys.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No. Those are my sayings because I used to say it is what it is. That was my thing. But I didn't like how that tone came out. Or I used to say I don't care. And Nathan actually brought this up a long time ago. I don't even know if you know this, but I used to bring it up like, oh, I don't care. But he's like, no, you do care. You just don't like. You just don't care in a certain way. But you can't say you don't care because you do.
Right.
And I was like, so I've never said that. I never say I don't care ever again because I do care. I just got to figure out why it doesn't bother me and I can go the different route. Mm-hmm. So that's one phrase.
Mike and I work internally and with our staff a lot on what it's basically like extreme truth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like we'll talk about like even like a marketing thing, and one of my first questions is that true? Mm-hmm. Like, is that really what we did? Like, are we saying that, or do we know that that's what it was?
Yeah.
Like, are we guessing, or did we actually run the numbers? Like, if we say that we provide this service or this particular benefit, is that fact, or is that an idea that we think we can accomplish?
I love that.
Because I want to be somebody said it to us this way. And I talked to somebody about this in a podcast yesterday. It's like they said, Nathan, you guys are in the trust business and everybody has trust issues. Mm.
Wow.
So what are you going to fucking do about it?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, we are going to be so above board in our language, in what we type, in what we write, and how we communicate. We do not lie. Just across it's a company standard. We don't lie about anything, which means if you made a mistake, you made a mistake.
Yeah.
Own it, fix it.
Right. Yeah.
Like there's not making a mistake in our company culture is not a negative thing. Repeated mistakes are different.
Yeah. Wait, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Were you gonna? You can finish. Were you gonna?
Go ahead. I'm good.
So when you guys started your business, I'm sure a part of you felt like I'm not a leader. Like I don't know how to run a business. I'm assuming. How did you make that switch? Because what you're saying to me sounds like you have really good leadership and you are like accountable for things that you've done. And I'm sure that took a while to get to.
Yes and no.
Okay.
So yes, in the consistency of it all, making a commitment to it. Yes. There's a natural skill set that I've just always had. One of the things I've always done from the time I was a kid till now, I've always been good at building teams and getting people moving in a direction together. Always. It's one of the only things I'm good at. Like when I really think about like what's my real benefit to like the company and things like that, like it's clearly not my social media presence. But what it is it's for me, I am very good at saying, hey, here's where we're going. Here's how we're going to get there, and let's get all the people. Let's find the people that we need and put them in the right spots to get us to go where we go. I'm very good at that. So in terms of just overall just leadership skills, it's obviously something you develop, you read, you learn, you have experiences. But I've always been in that role.
So you bridged the gap. You bridged the gap. Yeah.
And so then it just became it became more of. Well, I'll be real transparent, just to be totally clear. I was a liar growing up. When my parents, I would lie my way out of anything. Mm-hmm. And then eventually, as you grow up and you find you can't lie your way out of things, then the next thing you know, your whole life falls apart and you get divorced and you don't get to be with your kids all the time. It shifted something in me where I was like, this is never happening again. So I probably swung the pendulum to the other extreme, which was like, I don't lie about anything. Ever. Yeah. My dad taught me something great when we were having this conversation. My dad said, Nathan, if you don't lie, you never have to remember anything.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard that too.
Stress is zero. Mm-hmm. You want to ask me a question? There's just one answer.
Yeah.
I don't have to think about my answer. I don't have to think about what I told that person or what I told that person or how I communicated this or communicated that. Or as a company, I don't have to think about what we promised and didn't deliver. Like, I don't have to think about any of it ever. Because it's like, well, we just don't lie.
Yeah.
It's just a standard from my life and from top down. That's the way it is. So when Mike and I talk about how we're going to do stuff, how we're going to communicate things, like what perspective we're going to have, like, and Mike gets annoyed sometimes because I'm not a perfectionist like you are in a lot of things, but in some things I'm crazy particular. And this is one of them. Language.
Yeah. Right.
It matters to me.
What about you?
Say the question again.
So I'm just curious, like when you started your business, like that mindset of like maybe having doubts about being like a good leader or like running a team or all of those things. How did you like shift into believing that you could grow this huge thing that you did?
Yeah. So I think for me, it's a little different. So I know I'm not as good a leader as I want to be, and it's not a bad thing. Like when I teach somebody something, it's more about, let me show you how I do it and follow me. Then let me tell you how to do it. Yeah. I can't write the manual. It's like, just listen to me on the phone and then ask me questions afterwards, right? Like watch how I do it and then ask questions and I'll try and articulate how I, got to that result. But just like taking Nathan to the gym for the first time forever, a couple years ago, we're working out together and we're doing like chest flies. And I'm like, all right, dude, this is the next set we do. And he's doing it and he's like, his elbows are bent and he's doing it in some weird angle. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, isn't that what you're doing? He's like, no, you do it like this. And I showed him again. He goes, thought he was doing it right, and I was like, no, it's not. How the fuck do you not know how to just put your hands out like a slight bend, dude? A slight bend. It's like not. And I was just like, I'm getting so frustrated. Like, dude, how do you not fucking get this? Let's just watch what I do and then do it. But so I realized like I don't know how to show people necessarily the right way to do it other than just watching me how to do it.
Yeah.
And when I was in the warehousing job, I was a trainer, and there's the same thing. Like we would pick boxes and put them on the pallet jack, and we'd stack them all the way up, wrap them up, and throw them on the truck.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to teach these guys how to go fast. They hired me to be the trainer because I'm one of the fastest pickers there. And I'm trying to explain to them how to do it but it was so slow. I was like, oh, I don't like to do this because I don't even think how I do it. I just fucking do it. So I just had them follow me for a couple of days, and I just start throwing things on, and they ask, why'd you put it that way? I was like, I don't know, it just fucking fit. It looked like it fit, and I'm gonna figure it out later.
Yeah,
right.
Totally.
So I've always just been, let me show you how I do it, and that's been my leadership skills.
Yeah.
The problem is with accountants, that's not how they learn. Because
No,
I can't show them.
Yeah, I'm
I-
the same way. I move really, really, really messy.
Yeah.
And like, if people want to learn, they have to watch. Like,
Yep.
same.
And catch
so
up.
I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say to answer your question a little bit differently too is like I don't know that Mike and I really think about ourselves as like bosses.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I
It's
hate,
very
I hate
weird
that.
for us.
Yeah.
Like you're like, I want to introduce you to my boss. I'm like, who's the boss? Like,
Yeah.
like because I think one of the things that Mike and I do well as the leaders of the organization is we're just a part of the organization. Like we're all on the same team. Like
Yeah.
you're talking about you and your boyfriend. Like it's us versus whatever we're
Yeah.
discussing. It's like we're on one side of the fence talking about the thing on the other side of the fence. We're not on opposite sides of the fence. Like
Yeah.
we're holding hands talking about that thing. And in a very non-gay way, that's how Mike and I are about business. Though it's
Yeah.
like, and even with the staff, like. It's never us and them with the staff ever. It's always us. Like we're all together. Like it takes all of us to do this together. Like
Yeah.
there are different roles and there are different responsibilities, but there's not any one person that's unvaluable or that you can throw away or that you can just dismiss. So I think it's honestly something that we're growing into and recognizing that like, oh yeah, we have like, a bunch of employees. Like this is weird. Like they do look at us as the bosses. And I'm
True.
like, it's
Yeah.
weird for me. Like I still don't think about it that way. So I guess I don't know necessarily why. Like I understand that I have to
Yeah.
make the decision, but I view it more as like, this is my role.
Right.
Yeah.
Like this is my seat on the bus. Is
Yeah.
I have the steering wheel.
Yeah, like if a bookkeeper messes up or whatever, they're like, and they feel awkward coming to me and like, well, I kind of screwed up. I'm like, no, it's okay. We're on the same team. I need to know what happened, where it was, and then
We will go to fucking bat for
let
our
me
people.
Right.
let me
But you
do
better
my
have
job.
receipts.
Yeah, then let me do my yeah.
Like
Yeah.
give us something to go off of. Like if
Yes.
you've got your
Yeah.
receipts and like you've got a thing, like we will go to bat for you all day long. Like
Yeah.
we are on the same team. It's never gonna be an us versus them. We're not gonna like we're just not doing that shit. I don't think Mike and I really have that like top down mentality.
Correct, because
at all.
I can't do what they do. I mean, shit, they're way better bookkeepers than I am. Right?
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
when they
yeah. You don't want us doing the
Yeah,
books.
no,
That's
you
not-
don't.
I mean,
Yeah.
we could both do it at this point because we've just been around it so much. But it's not
Sure.
going to be the best. It's not going to be the fastest. It's not a good use of our time.
Yeah.
It's like it's also the advantage of our business. It's every other bookkeeping and CPA firm and everything else. It's like the owner's doing the work, and it greatly limits their ability to run the business.
Yes.
Correct.
Versus we just run and sell the business.
Yeah.
And then we have somebody asked me what I did the other day, and I told them I brokered bookkeeping.
Right.
And to be fair, that's
Yeah,
it.
Like that's
true.
basically what it is.
Yeah.
I'm like I'm a bookkeeper broker. Like
Yeah.
I just find the right bookkeeper for the right client and put them together. That's really actually
Yeah.
it's really kind of funny.
Yeah.
So I think we view it more as like the natural process. Like it was never like this big lofty like I can't want to be on the top and rule and I want to have CEO next to my name.
Yeah.
It's like I've never really done anything different. Like I've always kind of just been the
Yeah.
same person. It's just this is just a different environment that produces a different title and thankfully a different income.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. It just doesn't feel like that to me.
Yeah.
And my role's always been bringing clients to the table. And it doesn't matter what we're selling, what we're doing, as long as I believe in it full heartedly. Teach what podcast was it? They said, "Tell me why." It was Nate, wasn't he? He said, "Do the job, then say why, or explain why later."
No, he said you get the trial then the lesson.
Trial then lesson. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
I would
not-
just,
you don't get the lesson and then the trial to prove
Right.
it. You get the trial and
The
then
test.
you get the
It was a
lesson.
test
The
and the lesson.
test and then lesson.
That was
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you get the test first and then you get the lesson.
something in a
Yeah.
lot of
Which
things.
is
yeah.
like, well, that's annoying, but it's true.
But my job's always just bring clients to the table. So it's like that is my role. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I do. I go out, I hunt, bring it back, and then the team figures it out and they help me. We help
Right.
scale the company. So that's been my role. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I'm really good at, and that's how we've leveraged each other. We're,
I mean,
we're
that's
yin and yang.
such a gift too, because so I just hired someone on my team and I've had like this stress of like, I have to feed them. But like, I'm
Yeah.
relating what you're saying.
That's real.
Well, you're saying, I'm relating to like when agents are complaining about the market. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't buy into that. I don't believe it. Like, I think I'm doing great. And so I feel like with you, it's like, you don't put that pressure on yourself. You're like, I'm just doing this naturally. Like, this is just how I roll.
It's my flow state. When I'm
Totally.
doing this and making good decisions and moving quickly and like understand, and when I have good clarity on where we need to go and how to get there, great things happen in the company. And because Mike's the one who goes, put me in a direction, wind me up, and let me go. And because he doesn't want to necessarily come up with the idea, though we bounce everything off each other. I'm usually the one that comes up with the ideas. I'm like, hey, what do you think? Like, how are we going to pull this off? Like, what do you think? We make all those decisions together. Certainly big financial decisions. We make all of those together. Like, neither one of us controls the money. Neither one of us, like, makes all the decisions. Like, we make almost everything together. But at the end of the day, because of our structure, I'm the one that has to make the final decision sometimes if there's difference of opinions. And with our management team, we get difference of opinion. It's like
totally.
A professor of mine said once, he said, if everybody's thinking the same, nobody's thinking at all.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So better get fucking used to it. Like, if you're going to be a leader and you're going to create an environment where people have a say, they're going to disagree with you.
Right.
And you just have to be okay with it. And so my staff knows, or our staff, I should say. Thanks for coming to my podcast.
We do that quite often. I love it.
Well, with our staff, like, they are now finally getting comfortable after years, finally getting comfortable with realizing that they can share their opinions. It's welcome, it will be considered, and it won't always be taken.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I don't like your opinion or I'm against your opinion or whatever.
Right.
I just have to make a decision.
Yeah.
That's my job. Do you want that job? They're like, no. I'm like, okay, then it has nothing to do with me thinking of the merits of your opinion. I want your opinion. It's valuable. And oftentimes we do make decisions, but not always.
Right.
You're going to have to realize that not every idea you bring to me is going to be important to me.
Yeah.
It's not how it's going to go.
I feel like you need a button with their decisions, a red button.
Like
And you just don't say anything. You just look at them.
That's his button.
How's that? Is that pretty good?
Can you make a good one, though? So I came with you to a really good decision. This is like a really good.
That's a funny decision. We would like a good decision. There we go. Way better.
Thank you. Green button was pressed.
We're all very proud of you.
Yeah. No, you gotta let it. You're gonna learn that too. Once you, like you said, you're responsible for somebody's paycheck now. It feels weird.
Dude,
You're like,
Yes.
fuck.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're
so
like-
much pressure.
Here, let me give you an example. So this is a little bit behind the scenes. So our first month of bookkeeping, we had a high. Okay, we've told the story probably several times, but like with our last $4,000, we hired our bookkeeper for $4,000 a month.
Oh my gosh.
And
Think of that for a second.
If he didn't make it,
That's
we
true.
were fucked.
In our first month, we brought in $6,000.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we are 4 years later. Our
can you
payroll
celebrate
last
that,
month
please?
was $64,000.
Wow.
Payroll.
Yeah.
That's scary as fuck when
It
you're not
is.
used
That's
to
a
ever
lot.
paying anybody ever.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, now I'm in at $65,000 a
Per
month,
month.
and we're about to hire another person.
Yeah.
Yay.
You know, so it's like it's one of those things you're like, yeah, per month.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my gosh, like you just kind of you don't know if you could do it until you do it.
That's it circles back to like
So just
trusting
go.
yourself. You just like freaking you guys jump.
Just go.
Yeah.
You do it messy,
It's one of the things
you
we've
go.
done well. We
Yeah.
One of the things we've done well as a company, and certainly Mike and I as just developing in our roles, is learning how to make decisions and just go with it. Mm-hmm. Me and Mike were on our way actually go down to be guests on podcast down in Salem. Was it just last week? Yeah, it was last week on Friday, wasn't it? I can't remember.
I thought it was 2 days ago, but no, that's not right.
No.
You're right. It
That
was Thursday.
when we were down to, yeah. So,
Thursday.
anyways,
Friday. You're right. It was Friday.
thank you.
You're welcome. That's
I thought
important. That was
right.
important.
I needed your affirmation.
You're welcome. I got you.
But we were driving down there, and there was an issue that had come up where there was a scheduling conflict with something. And Mike, in a few minutes, had organized everything, had the client on the call, had made everything together, had scheduled set new expectations. Client was happy. He had covered the situation. He got somebody to take the meeting. They got all the answers they needed. And it was like boom, 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 boom. And I'm sitting there going like, holy shit, that would have never happened like that 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago, he would have been like, Nathan, what do we do? Like, what do you think we should do? And he didn't even ask me a single question. And it was great. He just like, we were in the car and he just crushed it. And so it's like just that ability to like make a decision, be sure about it, move forward, and just let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah.
You have to make a decision because in the business, especially a growing business, the speed and the quality of your decisions is the quality of your business.
Correct.
Yes, absolutely.
Fail forward. Yeah, and you gotta let that person fail too.
Yes.
The new person on. I mean,
Oh.
we've done that to
That's
bookkeepers.
how they learn. That's how we all learn. That's how you learn. It's
Yes.
how, I mean, like especially with like our kids, like we try so hard to like keep them from failure. And I'm like, well, how else are they gonna fucking
Oh
learn?
my gosh, yeah.
Like let them fail.
Yes.
Like let them screw up. Like they need to feel the sting of defeat.
Yeah.
It will
Yeah.
it will serve them. Like think about it like this. Like I have 3 boys. He's got a boy. You have a son. Is that what you said?
Yeah, and a daughter.
And
yeah.
a son and a daughter. Okay, yeah. And you're like, okay, if I was gonna create a resilient, strong person, what would I put them through?
I think about this all the time with my kids.
What do you do?
I literally think about this all the time.
Tell me what you think about.
Well, okay, so I just had this conversation with someone because they always notice when their child is like in a problem, and they will nurture. They're really good at attuning and nurturing. But what I was thinking about when I was watching it, and I had witnessed it like multiple times, is like that child needs to be able to know when to ask for help and when to come and say like, I need help with this. And right now, from what I was witnessing and had been witnessing, is like that child is always expecting someone else to be reading their nervous system and then coming to fix it. And so what tools do they really have to be able to co-regulate themselves and to ask for help when they need it?
Yeah.
And it's something that we think we're doing well at. I mean, that is like a beautiful thing for a parent to come and like nurture their child. And at what point would it be destructive when they get older? And I mean, raising...
One of your crazy story about eagles, and we'll kind of finish up on this.
Okay.
This is going to be wild. Okay.
Yeah.
So when bald eagles have babies, they make these ginormous nests. They're like 6 feet around. They're huge, right? And they fill them with all kinds of feathers, with hair, whatever else they can find to make it really soft and comfortable and enjoyable environment, because they're going to have babies, right? They have the babies, and once they fed them, they get a little bit older. What they do is they start taking out all of the fuzz, all the comfort, and they make it wildly uncomfortable. And the reason they make it uncomfortable is because you have to fucking fly. This is what you were destined to do. And so even in nature, we see it's like, listen, I love you. Mm-hmm. I care about you. I've been feeding you from my own goddamn mouth. Like these birds are. But now I'm going to make it so uncomfortable for you that you don't want to stay here. Mm-hmm. And this is actually for your benefit. And if they don't leave, they throw them out of the nest and make them fly.
Wow.
They're like, it's time to go. And so I think there is clarity is always kind, even if it's difficult.
That's true. Yeah.
So it's like, now's the time for you to do this, or there is a time to comfort, right? Like, that's why we have that. It's important to be nurtured and comforted. Those are important things. There's also a time to go, okay, this is on you. Mm-hmm. This is good for you. This is a good time for you to grow. Sometimes we just, like, as parents, even as business owners with our own employees, sometimes like we just have to take the comfort away. And like sometimes the comfort is actually, at one point it serves a wonderful purpose, and at another point it doesn't. Like you were talking about how you like coped. At one point, yeah, this strategy worked really well. It actually great. Like I actually was able to disassociate. I was able to function. I'm a normalish person in society. And some people are like, I don't think that's actually helping me anymore.
Yeah.
You know, there's a time where the environment has to change in order for us to grow and become who we're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Like leaving a team and starting your own thing.
Yeah. Okay, absolutely. So let's finish this up on a couple things. This has been wonderful talking to you.
Yeah.
So let's talk about real quick. What are some of like your like, what was it, like a life motto, like big life lessons you say? Okay, this is a lesson that if they're listening to one part of this podcast, I'd want them to know this.
Okay, so it's not okay. I'll just answer the question. The better it gets, the better it gets.
Explain.
So I think that it's really easy to like look at the problems in your life, and it's like, what if we adapted the belief that the better it gets, the better it gets? Like, what if that was like such a real visceral belief system in my body? How would I move through the world? What decisions would I make? How would I show up for myself and for the people around me? What financial decisions would I, be making in the moment? And it's like, if I really knew life was going to get so much better for me, and I truly believed that with every fiber of my being, how could it not? And so that's like my life's motto: is the better it gets, the better it gets.
I love that.
I feel like we all need bald eagle tattoos, and the better it gets better if it gets better.
Let's go.
Yeah, 100%. That's great.
For real,
any other questions for you?
Let me think. No. No, it was good. Yeah, it was really good.
Honestly, so good. Okay, real quick. So the people who are listening, how can they find you? How can they follow you? Like, how can they buy a house or sell a house with you?
Yeah. So my website is parkerhomegroup.com. Great reviews on Zillow if you want to check that out. And if you just want to follow me, if I'm just like a fun person to you, I am Hailey Parker on Instagram. Brian Goldman on 3.
Brian Goldman on 3. Brian Goldman! We love you, Brian.
Hailey, honestly, thank you so much for being here and sharing so much of your life with us. And now we know a little bit more about
the other side. worth the $2,000 right there. And slow fade.